Thanks for listening to Middle-Aged and Mediocre. I'm Cash.
I'm Joel.
And we are a podcast about all things strange and unusual, death and UFOs, and other creepy,
cults,
weird, random
ghosts.
There you go.
Yeah. No, I'm just naming things in the room.
Oh my god.
There's a cult of ghosts.
Welcome back! I just had a mini heart attack.
You didn't think that was going to happen, did you?
I was not prepared. I was counting down.
I grabbed the bull by the horns.
You did.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Hey, this is Middle-Aged and Mediocre. I'm Cash, joined as always by the Vern to my Troyer, the David to my Hasselhoff,
What?
the Ernest to my P. Whirl. That's Joel.
Yeah. So I'm Vern.
No,
You're Vern.
You're Ernest. I'm P. Whirl.
Oh no, but you said Vern Troyer too, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the mini?
That's the mini-me.
Yeah.
So you are, you're
I'm Troy.
you're Ernest and Vern. You're right.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Ernest
And David.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's been a while that it stained once.
Been a while.
But we're back. We missed a week or so.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Because somebody left the country.
Wow. I don't know if you know how countries work.
Left the country of West Virginia.
Yeah, I left the country of West Virginia and flew to Denver. And boy, were my arms tired.
Of Colorado.
Yep. Went to Colorado for my birthday.
Yep.
And my girl's birthday and her anniversary.
Both of your birthdays.
Both our birthdays, yeah. Her birthday's August 5th. Mine's August 7th.
And your anniversary.
Our anniversary was one of the days in there, our 6-month anniversary.
Might as well say the 6th. That way it's 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, sure. It was like the 9th or something, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had a good
take.
time. We had a good time.
So you went to the crazy Denver airport.
Crazy Denver airport. It's huge. We did saw some gargoyle statues, why are those there?
Denver's known for its gargoyles.
Yeah. One of them moved, but like only me and Kylie saw it and no one else around us seemed to, so we kept watching it. They were like, it moved, right? And it never moved again. But yeah, they're like animatronic too.
Oh, so it's supposed to move.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it was the gummy still in my system.
I thought you were saying...
It could have been. I fell into that old trap where I got too high in Denver.
Well, you have to. You have to.
I got that high where like I couldn't remember how to hold my head up.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just a natural thing anymore, so my head kept like falling forward, and she was like, "Pick your head up." I was like, "It's so heavy," and I'd pick it up, and it would just teeter there for a second, and then like fall to the side again. I got a big head.
You do have a big head.
And like we don't think about it; we just hold our heads up all day. It's not natural.
Yeah, I mean, we don't start out knowing how. Babies don't know how to...
Yeah, you always gotta watch the head up, babies.
Yeah. So there's something in our life where our brain just goes, "Hey, dummies, head up," and we're like, for the rest of our lives,
until you go to Denver,
and get really
the
high.
rest of your life, or when you go to Denver, then you just forget how to hold your head up. But it was legal, so it's okay. I can talk about it. We stopped in dispensaries. We got a free J for our birthday.
Nice.
At the first one, the second one didn't care. They're like, "Oh, we don't give you anything, but happy birthday." I don't like dispensaries. I'm old school. I want to get by in the back of an alley off of someone who may kill you. You don't know.
Yeah, I feel like if you're old school, it's got to feel like a trap at all times.
Yeah. And like everything's they got names and they got like sativa, indica, hybrid. Like, are they fucking? How do you get hybrid?
They fuck.
We had a great time though. It was really cool. We went to Meow Wolf. It's like a trippy art thing. Mm-hmm. Like if you're ever in Denver, right down there by the football stadium, Meow Wolf. It was so busy the day we were there, so we couldn't spend the time we wanted to. But like just all the rooms just leading to another fucking trippy ass room, and it's
called Meow Wolf.
Meow Wolf. It was probably one of the coolest things I've ever done. Like there was like one room that was made to look like a laundromat, and they had like a vending machine with the soaps in it, but that was an actual door that would lead into another part of the building. And like I just everywhere you go, it's just like stimuli for your eyes and your mind, and like you can touch. They're like touch everything if you want. They're like just don't touch each other.
Were you high then too?
Hey, you don't have to. What I do on vacation stays on vacation. I was awake, motherfucker. But I was thinking, like, man, I couldn't imagine tripping on mushrooms in this place or something. I mean, it's like family friendly too, but just it'd be so easy to lose a kid in there. Like if you're tired of your kid, take him to Meow Wolf, and it's gonna happen.
And just spin them around 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
And then say, go get him, Tiger.
Yep, and you don't have a kid anymore.
And then you just turn
They
and leave.
belong to Colorado. Fly on back.
They belong to Meow Wolf then.
Yeah, we rode they have trains at the Denver airport. They're really fast. They take you from one point to another.
Okay.
That was kind of cool.
I did see one of you. You might have shared it. I don't know who posted. But they posted like some of the food you guys had. The pizza.
That was
I mean,
really
it looked
good.
just like normal pizza, but my God, they look good.
Yeah, everything was good. I had oysters out there for the first time.
I said, where was the pizza? What was the pizza place?
It was a place kind of closer to Aurora. It was on, I can't remember the name of the place. It was just like a pool hall.
Okay.
But it was just had really good pizza and wings and stuff. And
yeah, I kind of felt like if I ever go to Denver, I need to find that.
yeah. We went to another place downtown Denver that had really good pizza, but they were like, we got to warn you, it's a 45-minute wait for the pizza. So we just got like an appetizer thing and with like, appetizers.
45-minute wait for pizza.
But it was like the really thick Chicago style.
Yeah, Chicago.
But yeah, we walked all around downtown Denver and went down there for my birthday. Was there for Meow Wolf. Went to Boulder, Colorado to hike around and stuff. We had a really good time.
It's good.
Didn't record the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I mean, we really should have just like, I should have sent you with, like we could have figured out a way to film it from
Yeah,
different locations.
I could have snuck you in my luggage.
But we didn't.
No.
So, but we're back now.
We're back, and I'm 44.
And Joel's 44.
Am I still middle-aged?
So happy late birthday.
Thank you. It's too late.
Well, okay. I take it back then. Yeah, I'm glad you got to go. That's,
I got a haircut before we left.
Did you wear your tracksuit?
Not to the haircut. I wore it to the airport.
You wore it to the airport.
And it worked, because Kylie had to go use the restroom at some point. She came back out, and she was like, I couldn't find you. And then I saw the giant red person.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah! I'm the Kool-Aid man.
Never did get that Chicago Bulls. Or yeah, we did.
Yeah, I got it on
We did
there.
get it, didn't
Yep.
we? Okay.
I got it on it got put on the thing. It looks really
I forgot
nice.
that came like, yeah.
I was warm today, but it's a little bit warm still.
It is a tiny bit. How
It was
was
warm that day, but I mean, it's colder in the airport, so it wasn't bad.
Was the weather out there pretty nice?
Yeah, it was real good. It was, we didn't get a lot of rain. Like, each day around 4 or 5, it looks like it's going to rain, and it might sprinkle for a minute, but that's about it. We never really get rained on, and
I feel
times.
like Denver's where, yeah, I'd like to move out that way. If I was going to move
we
somewhere.
flew first class.
Oh, fancy.
I know. I got Pringles and Sprite. You can get, like, anything, and I was like, bring me your finest Pringles and your freshest Sprites.
Do you have a 62 Sprite? I feel like that has a lot of bite to
I'm
it.
a child. I watched the George Foreman movie on the way back. Big George Foreman.
Was he big?
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Okay. I just hoped it lived up to his name.
Yep, he was.
All right, good.
Yep, good times.
Well, today we have...
And I told you I'd come back and I'd bring the episode.
And you did.
And I brought it.
What did you brought us?
I brought a real crime.
A real crime. That's our EEL.
Yes, because we do true crime sometimes.
Yes.
But this is real crime.
Our EEL.
Yeah. Where we're going to do a crime. It's a movie, but we're going to talk about it's basically a movie review.
Basically.
Yeah, but we do it as like it really happened.
Exactly. When you're hearing this, you have to think, oh my God, this really happened?
Yeah, like I did research on this.
Yeah. So, I'm going to let you take it away.
Okay, this is about the career criminal Castor Troy.
Nice name.
He's a bad guy though.
Okay.
Kind of a little bit of a pedo.
When you're named
pedophile.
after an oil,
Yeah. No.
typically.
And Troy Aikman.
Well,
Castor
let's leave
Troy
Troy Aikman out of
Aikman.
this.
But it's him and his little brother, Pollux Troy. Pollux.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Castor and Pollux.
They pretty much they only had each other in crime. And,
Right.
and he had an arch enemy,
Okay.
FBI agent Sean Archer.
Nice. Another nice name.
Yeah, so they were they didn't like each other. They were trying to get each other, and Castor actually this kind of all starts the meat of it. You know, they started whenever they were at the carnival. Sean Archer with his family was on the carousel, and Castor Troy was trying to kill him.
Okay, like you do.
Because he's a bad guy. He's with the sniper gun. Well, he shot him, but the bullet went through Sean into his son, Michael, and killed his son. his like 6-year-old son.
That is unfortunate.
And Sean was not pleased about this. He was
would
pretty
imagine
mad.
that.
Like, he didn't like Archer. He didn't like Castor before this, but now he really hated
Did you say
him.
who Sean Archer was?
He's the FBI agent.
FBI.
Who's always been after Castor Troy, Pollux Troy. Like, basically his career is, trying to catch that guy.
The Troys.
Yes.
The Troy brothers.
And then Castor Troy shot him.
Yeah.
And killed his son.
Okay.
But he messed up because he didn't kill Sean.
He should have.
He should have.
Yeah.
And this would be the end of the story.
That'd have been it.
It'd be really quick.
Real crime over, right there.
But he didn't. So,
Okay.
but he got away, and it took 6 years of Sean feverishly searching for Castor Troy. And they finally were able to catch up to him as he was in L.A. trying to leave a small airport.
Okay.
I'm
assuming he had just committed a crime.
Yeah, oh yeah, crime every day.
Okay.
I mean, like you asked me if I was high in Denver. That's like asking if Castor Troy did crime today.
Gotcha, okay.
All right, like there's gonna be crime.
There's crime,
Yeah. His name might as well be Castor Crime Troy.
Nice. I bet it was.
So, he killed his son. Let's see. They chased after him for 6 years. They were finally able to track him down to a small airport. And as they were attempting to fly out, they even had one of the agents on the plane undercover as a stewardess. So they thought they really had him cornered in.
This always works out.
Yeah. So, but as the plane was taking off, the whole rest of the cavalry came and actually brought a helicopter in to like hover over the plane to keep the plane from taking off. And,
Okay. I mean, if the plane goes straight up, I guess it's going to work.
Yeah. It's, L.A. L.A., man, I don't know. But that's what happened. And as they were stopping the plane was just, like on the runway driving.
The tarmac?
Rolling. Yeah, I don't think they drive, but they were, it was rolling.
Yeah.
Trying to take off. The helicopter stopped it. Well, Castor opened up the plane door and held the undercover agent out of the door.
Oh, no.
Like as a hostage, but then just immediately shot her and let her fall and killed her.
Not how hostages work.
No, you can't really...
There goes your bargaining chip.
Yep. So the plane crashed into a hangar. It didn't get to take off. And then it was just, the shit was on. Just gunfire. Bang, bang, pow, pow, boom, boom. That's how it sounded. Okay? And let's see. I got to turn the page. And then, the fight ensued. Cops, bad guys, all getting shot and killed. But through it all, Sean Archer was able to track down Castor Troy. And Sean tried arresting Castor, but Castor attacked. And Sean had to fight him off, and he knocked him into the stream of the jet engine, which, picked up Castor Troy and flew him down this, tunnel with the grate at the end. I don't know what it's doing in a hangar, okay? But you can't, I know from Jackass, you can't walk in front of, a jet stream.
You're not supposed to.
I remember in Jackass when they did that, the shit would just fly.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to Castor Troy.
You didn't try it at the airport?
Huh?
You didn't try it at the airport just to test that theory?
No.
Okay.
I didn't want to get arrested.
Right.
We were trying to have a good time. But they thought it nearly killed him, but knocked him out, Castor Troy. But which you're awesome. They got Castor, they arrested Pollux, but they got information that they had built a bomb they were planning on exploding somewhere in L.A.
So now what do you do?
Well,
because they're not going to talk.
I mean, of course, Sean was relieved about Castor getting caught and everything, and he even told his wife he was going to leave the agency now before they found out about the bomb. And but of course they found out about the bomb.
So he really, as an FBI agent, it sounds like he didn't so much care about the job.
Uh-huh.
It was just he had a. I mean, I know Castro killed his son, but it sounds like they had a thing before.
Yeah,
so it kind of sounds like he literally only was an FBI agent for this one particular criminal.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that gave his life some purpose.
Sounds like it.
I'm looking to get a mortal enemy.
Okay.
I mean, so if you're out there and you just want to torment each other till death.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like marriage, but I'm talking about a mortal arch enemy.
Send your applications to middleagedmediocre@gmail.com.
But, of course, Pollux Troy, like I said, he survived, and he went to prison. And they tried to go there, and they tried to, get the information out of him about the bomb, but he wasn't cracking.
His name's Pollux.
I mean, they tried for 5 minutes, and they're like, this guy's not going to talk. And they're but will you tell us where the bomb was? He's like, no. And they're like, well,
that's all we had.
That's all we can do. But they were like, but wait, there's something else we can do.
Okay.
So, Sean Archer's bosses came, and they're like, listen, there's a doctor that can do the impossible, and what they can do is they can take Castor Troy's face off,
Okay.
and then cut Sean's face off,
Okay.
and then put Castor Troy's face on the Sean Archer.
That
And
sounds...
then Sean Archer could go to the prison impersonating Castor Troy to get the bomb information from his brother. Because you gotta remember, they tried for like 5 minutes to get the information out of him, and he's not talking. What else are you gonna do?
What you're describing sounds impossible.
Well, that's why they got that top doctor.
That could do the impossible.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
so...
I think he was a man of God. With God, nothing's impossible.
So I'm just thinking here, he's probably the only one that can do this.
Probably. I think he invented it. It sounds
So
like
how
it.
many of these switcheroos has he done?
Well, they haven't done it yet. This is going to be the first one.
So
And
he
of course-
thinks he can do
And
it,
of course, Sean had questions.
as you would.
Yeah. So,
Are you going to switch? Is it going to also be a dick off?
yeah. Or like the balls. What if Sean's left testicle hangs a little lower?
Yeah.
And casters are even. You gotta sag, get that ball up there to make
There's
it
a lot
even.
of things here.
There is,
There's a lot
but
of
they did tell me this. They're gonna laser shear for the hairline.
Okay.
This will answer some of your questions.
Okay, I'm glad.
This is what they told
I have a
Sean.
lot.
They had laser shears for the hairline, micro plugs for body hair, and the skin pigment and eyes are close enough.
Okay, so,
Alright.
you know.
Yeah. White is white.
The rest of it, yeah.
And for the love handles, they were going to do abdominoplasty. Did I say
Okay.
that right? I don't know. Some sort of abdominal plastic surgery to get rid of his love handle.
Yeah.
And here's another thing.
Okay.
It's all reversible.
Well, great.
Yeah, you just got to be in for a little bit. Sure, anyone else can do it, but Sean knows him from having that hard on for him for so long.
Right.
You know? And, like, sure, like, Castor's nearly dead. They could have just probably, like... Sean actually thought Castor did die. So when they took him to the hospital room and he saw that he was still alive, he's like, "You kept him alive?" Like he was taken aback.
And I feel like if you can do this, then you probably, like, I mean, at this point, so this happened.
Yeah.
So there was a doctor that could do this.
Yeah.
Right? This
Oh,
happened.
yeah.
So this
Spoiler,
is a true story.
It happens. It's
So
a real crime.
If you can do all of this,
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that we couldn't just swap brains.
Oh.
And that way we're not, like,
Brain off.
doing a real big
Head
switch
off.
here. And
Yeah.
you just have Sean Archer's brain in Castor Troy.
Or, like, insert a microchip in the Castor's brain where you can control him like a video game. Like a submarine at the bottom of the ocean. You get that little
There
controller.
you go. You get that
That
knockoff
fake-ass
PlayStation
computer.
controller.
Yeah, just control them. But no, they're gonna do this. They're gonna try. They're gonna try the face swap.
Okay, so the face off.
Yeah, but they're swap. Yeah. So,
Well,
of course, Sean didn't want to do it.
there's no reason for them to swap faces.
But as he thought about it, and as like Sean said, "I'll get the information." So he tried to talk to like known associates of Castor Troy. He tried to even talk to like former lovers. Some of them were known associates that were former lovers. All right,
Are we sure? Yeah, I'm sorry that I keep
Okay.
interrupting because I have questions. I've watched a lot of cop shows, and so maybe, since this is a real story, maybe since this really happened,
Sure.
this isn't, and I'm just going off of what I know of like movies and TV
It's
shows.
a pretty quiet story too. So
Yeah.
you haven't heard of it. So it's a lot to
But-
take in at once.
Doesn't detective work usually entail like? Wouldn't they just find all the people involved in the Troy brothers gang
Yeah.
and, just really put the heat on them?
Yeah.
Because one of them's going to crack,
You
right?
would think, yeah. But they did talk to the brother for 5 minutes.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I mean,
I'm sorry. I forgot
They asked him like 4 different times. You're like, yeah, but where's the bomb? And he's like, no.
At any point, did they say please when they asked him?
Ooh, they are the FBI, so I doubt it.
Oh, that might have been.
Yeah, they would have
what-
good cop, bad cop them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Go back to Go back. We're seeing some flaws
So,
here.
but he was able to get a date. He couldn't get a location,
Okay.
but he got a date. And that's when Sean was like, all right, we need to do this because there's a date coming up. This is going to be his last thing, like he's getting too old for this shit.
Right.
So he's going to do this quick little face thing.
Yeah.
And then he's just going to retire right off in the sunset, mourn his son, his daughter, teenage daughter that hates him.
Yeah. Well,
Well, teenage
know
daughter.
how teenage daughters are.
Yeah. But here's the thing. After he agreed to the operation, they're like, okay, but you can't tell anybody. Like, don't tell your wife. Don't tell your daughter. Don't tell anybody else that you work with. Like, I know as your boss. This person knows. but that's it. Because
I think they possibly could have just had the mom and daughter So we're in a time frame, right?
Yeah.
Either way,
put
even
them in a hotel,
without even knowing the
hotel.
date yet,
yeah.
you're in a time frame where this has to happen. So yeah,
I think once they find out the date, they have a week.
How about we just go pick up the mom and daughter, bring them in, explain what's about to happen here, and then you leave them.
They've already spent 5 minutes trying to talk to the brother. Okay, they're running
yeah,
out of time.
I keep forgetting about the 5 minutes with the brother. I keep forgetting this is what they have to do.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And that 5 minutes took 50 hours of studying before they went and talked to him.
Okay.
So Sean told me he was going on a trip. Boy, was he ever.
Deef.
So he says goodbye to his family and does this weird thing where he takes his hand and just drags it down their face.
Sounds uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like his little instead of hugging, they do that.
Sounds
doesn't sound good.
No, I don't like it.
There's so many germs on the hand.
I don't like
Don't touch my face.
Touching my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what he does. Don't.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were having a moment.
He's known for it. I will bite you. So the secret operation began in a secret surgery that nobody knew about, except the dozens of people involved and all the bosses. But that's it. Other than those 10 to 12 people that knew about it, nobody else could know about it.
Good. I'm glad nobody else knew.
Yeah, they definitely couldn't tell the wife and daughter. Because all these other people already knew.
Well, because the wife and daughter might snitch on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They might be a part of the Troy gang.
Trust no bitches.
Look, maybe Castor Troy put his wife, that. The wife could be a sleeper agent.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know.
I don't know.
The Troy crimes, that gang goes deep.
So other than the dozen of people that know about it, nobody else knew about it.
Good. I'm glad.
The operation was a success. Sean Archer now looked and sounded exactly like his arch enemy, Castor Troy.
Since somebody knew, I guess that's why we didn't hear about this on the news.
Yeah, it's pretty top secret.
Because this would have been, like a fucking news-wide. Science is crazy.
Yeah.
So it makes sense why we never heard about this.
They put a microchip on his larynx so he could even sound.
Well, that's how that works.
Yeah, so they just completely resculpted his body.
So he's a robot.
And they did it with robotic surgery things. So the recovery time was a day.
Why didn't they just make a robot?
Yeah, they just took his face off, put another one on. He was good the day later. He
was
ready to go to the jail.
So this is magic. The FBI has magic.
Oh yeah, that's what I wrote. How did they get Sean to sound like Troy? Well, Mr. Nosy, they implanted a microchip in Sean's larynx.
Was I supposed to ask that?
I bet you feel pretty darn for asking that. Now, don't
Did you forget to tell me about the conversation we were supposed to have?
I just wrote it because I knew that's what you were thinking. So at this point, Sean had 2 days to get the bomb location.
Okay.
Okay, so you get to get Pog to talk.
This is a big risk to have to 2 days.
Yeah, and there's not a single person in the prison who knew about this. They all thought it was the real Castor Troy coming to the prison. So he wasn't going to get any special treatment. And you're like, oh, was he at a fancy prison for tax evaders and stuff? No. He was at it's the ultimate LARP if you think about it.
Yeah.
He's doing a real good cosplay. He's cosplaying as Castor Troy. The ultimate.
And the skin fits well.
Yeah.
It's a good fit.
It's amazing he could recover that quickly too.
So
that's because you don't know, but Sean Archer's probably a good 50 pounds heavier than Castor Troy, and I would say probably a little bit taller too. So I think they probably had to shave off his heels to make him shorter, and they took a bunch of weight off of him, And then the plugs for the body hair,
and then his body is rebounded.
Yeah,
he was up and at him.
He's driven by revenge.
Because I think if you have any kind of body transformation surgery, it's a healing process.
If anything happens to me, I'm out for a week. I don't care what it is.
Yeah,
I bumped my elbow on the door frame.
Done.
Yeah, don't talk to me.
So okay, I don't fully understand the legal system.
Okay,
it has its flaws, I think. But Castor Troy sounds like he would have been most wanted list, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
A known criminal.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Big time score to bring him in. Now, so you're telling me that this prison?
Yep.
They just randomly show up with Castor Troy.
They're he's awake from his coma, and now we're going to put him in prison.
So he'd been in a coma.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what they're telling him. That's what they told everybody. So the prison was a black market fight club too. It was a prison where no one knew this prison existed.
What year did this happen in?
This is like 98, I think.
Well, most prisons were like, yeah, that happened. A lot of those back
So, like,
then.
nobody knew about the prison except 100 of people that worked there. And, like, you know, the cops and lawyers. that
Nobody
sent
knew about the
people
prison?
there. Yeah.
Oh.
The prison was a big secret.
Okay.
Except for from the people that worked there, like
Yeah.
I said, like everyone, the cops. And
everyone they told.
Other than that, top secret.
Yeah, and the families that they told.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
But then they all thought that Sean Archer was, in fact, Castor Troy.
Okay. Well, they thought that this was Castor Troy.
Yeah, and the prison was, it was also a giant metal field, and the prisoners wore magnetic boots.
Okay.
So that way, like, they could lock them in place, you know?
If anything started going down.
But and that's, the prison even had TV, but they had to put the TV up high on the wall, and I think it's from the magnetic boots, because did you ever hold a magnet up to a TV? Like, it gets more...
doesn't it, like,
it
fuck
gets
up
more
the...
rainbowy than San Francisco in July.
Okay.
So they had to put the TVs up high so those rascal prisoners wouldn't put their magnetic boots
Not in
up
my
there.
America.
Huh, because I've done it. I used to hold magnets up to the screen, and it fucks it up.
Jesus. Rainbow was Jesus.
Yeah.
First of all.
Well, but July's gay
The
pride
TV
month.
stole it from Jesus.
Yeah.
Magnets aren't Jesus.
And I love rainbows.
Is what I'm trying
not
to
saying
say.
anything bad about rainbows. I'm
just
just saying
trying-
that's why they put TVs up high.
I'm just saying magnets are anti-religious.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't trust magnets.
They stole Jesus'
You think that's
rainbow.
alien technology?
Probably.
That and Velcro?
You know the aliens have been in a war with Jesus for years.
Yeah.
You know that.
Oh, yeah. We're the
What are we talking about again?
This guy cut the face off a criminal.
Okay,
and then put it on.
Okay,
Cut
yep.
his face off, and then put that bad guy's face onto his face.
Yeah. Let's quit talking about Jesus. Let's get back to reality.
So you could get the bomb information. So like the other prisoners weren't like they didn't know that that he was Sean Archer. They all thought it was Castor Troy. They all knew he was a bad dude, and like these are bad dudes knowing he's a bad dude. And so he was attacked.
A lot of bad dudes.
He was attacked almost immediately.
Good.
And but the metal boots didn't do very much. They just kind of let him fight anyway.
Okay. Feels like a lot of money was put into that technology to not use it.
But it was like one of those honorable prison fights with no weapons.
Oh,
yeah, they didn't use shakes or anything. It was all like punches and stuff.
One of those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you.
But like Sean as Castor, he knew he had to fight so he could prove. It's like an audition. He's trying to prove that he really is Castor. Which I don't know, like, what would the brother think? Like, he would see his brother Castor there, he'd be like, oh, maybe that's an FBI agent wearing my brother's face.
Every time you come over, that's one of the first things I think is that Joel?
Is that Joel, or did someone steal his
Or is that an
face?
FBI agent wearing Joel's face? So far, I think it's you.
And but so during the prison fight, though, he really gets into it. And he almost smashes a fellow inmate's face in, but he stopped himself at the last second.
It's not a face off.
Yeah, face in.
Face in.
But he stopped himself. But the guards didn't like that, so they had punished him.
Okay.
And
because the guards want death.
Huh?
The guards want death.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They're bored as fuck.
Okay.
They can't talk about this prison. They're like,
they got to see people die. That's the only way to be entertained.
Yeah.
They can play cards.
They don't get paid enough for this. Hey, remember Castor Troy, the real one?
Yes.
He woke up from his coma.
Good for him.
No, they didn't want... No.
Not good for him. Wait, yeah, that would be bad. Yeah, oh no.
Because he was just in a room, unrestrained, completely alone. They're like, just put him in the hospital
Oh, well,
room.
that's good.
Yeah, he won't wake up.
Right.
But he woke up.
Oh, shit, okay.
And then he realizes that his face is gone.
The FBI didn't think this went through.
So he realizes that his face is gone. So then he calls some of his goonies, his henchmen,
Realizes his face. He wakes up. Oh, no.
He's like, man, my face is killing me. And he's like, oh, wait, I don't have a face.
Oh, God. What happened to my face? What a way to wake up.
Where's my face? So he gets the idea. He calls his goons in, his henchmen, and they bring the doctor to the hospital.
Now, does he have lips?
No.
I don't think he could talk.
You can talk without lips. It's just, his henchmen got the idea.
Okay. Your goons, I need to hear it.
He's like, so he brings the doctor to the hospital. He's like, hey, doc, why don't you put his face on me?
So wait, he knows?
Well, because he saw Sean Archer's face.
Oh, just chilling.
Yeah.
They just left the face laying there?
Yeah. It was like in a little clear case and stuff. Like, cause
what?
Yeah, they had to have it ready for him for when they reversed him back. So, he put two and two together.
That sounds hygienic.
He put two and two together, and he's like, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Give me that face.
Okay.
So, but at this time, Castor was again having. We're gonna go back to Castor Troy,
Okay.
who is Sean Archer. Sean Archer is Castor Troy.
Okay.
In the prison, he's having some problems convincing Pollux that he's his brother, because like he obviously can't remember stuff that he didn't even know happened, but he tried to tell him it's because of the coma.
Yeah.
And his brother still like wasn't quite sure about it.
You might be an FBI
But
agent.
then he knew the medication that Pollux has been on his entire life.
Oh.
Which basically nobody else would know except Pollux and Troy and the doctors and the pharmacies and any medical history that you would just look into as an FBI.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, no one else would know
No one
that.
else.
But luckily, Sean Archer as Castor Troy did know it.
Friends they asked.
And Pollux was like, okay, you're my brother.
No, yeah.
And he told him about the bomb.
Because only the two of us can know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he starts,
They should have just tried that from the get-go. We know what kind of medicine you take.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, in that case, what do you want to know?
Your brother told us that we do this. He needs to know where the bomb is. So he finds out that the bomb is going to be at the LA Convention Center.
Okay.
So he was like, so as soon as he finds this out, he knows he's going to get like taken out of the prison no matter what, like later on that day.
Okay.
So he got it out. He's pretty fucking happy with himself. And then he gets a visitor. Sean Archer, as Castor Troy in prison, gets a visitor. But the visitor is Castor Troy as Sean Archer.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He had the surgery.
Yeah, he had the surgery. He healed up super quick.
And he's up and at him.
And they just added weight to him.
Okay.
You know, which I don't know what
and his
surgery
body
that
just
is.
adjusted to it.
Yeah, real quick.
Okay.
I mean, don't worry about the getting thrown against the grate and all that stuff.
Oh, he's fine.
He
was in a coma. He's fine now.
He rested up.
As soon as that's what a coma it does.
He rested up.
It heals you. It's like in a video game where you can take like you can go and like sleep.
Yeah.
And then when you wake up, your power's restored.
Yeah,
Same thing. That's what a coma is.
So Castor Troy showed up as Sean Archer to talk to Sean Archer as Castor Troy to let Sean Archer know that while he was Castor Troy, he was going to be stuck in the prison because Castor Troy as Sean Archer killed everybody involved with the surgery. So nobody knows about the surgery even happened now. See, that's the problem with secrets. Don't keep secrets.
Don't keep secrets. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah, don't keep secrets.
Especially when you face-offed.
So he's like, yep, so guess what? You're going to be in jail now for 100 years.
Okay.
And I'm going to be out here fucking your wife.
And I'm going to be you. Yeah.
Fucking your wife.
Forever.
Yep. And that didn't sit well with Sean Archer as Castor Troy. That Castor Troy was going to be Sean Archer.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, he set a fire to the hospital actually. So he probably killed a lot of people to keep this secret.
Everybody,
hidden,
it sounds like a good thing.
This is what secrets do. Are you happy now?
Good thing they prevented a bomb going off and killing a bunch of people.
Yeah, so now Sean is just stuck in jail as Castor, but Castor's out as Sean.
And that's the end of it then.
No. It was. And like Carter or Castor wasn't obsessed with Sean as Sean was with him, so it wasn't as good as being Sean. But like, luckily, no one noticed.
Well, that's good.
No one of his coworkers or family.
That he completely changed his whole attitude.
Yeah. He went from like a goody two shoe, like hard-working dude to like a sleazeball.
Well, and like I'm assuming he was planning on retiring.
Yeah.
So.
Nope.
Not now.
Not now.
Okay.
Now, Carter Castor liked being the hero.
As Sean.
Yeah, he told everyone where the bomb was. He got his brother out of jail, saying he's a witness for the state now, and had the brother tell everyone where the bomb was. So they were able to, stop the bomb, and he was the big hero, and he was loving it. And the wife was like, "I thought you were gonna retire," and he was like, "Eh."
He's like, "Shut up." I've always hated you.
Yeah, something like that. Let's see. So, he got his brother out of jail, and now Sean Archer was just stuck in jail now. And like the plan did not work.
Okay, so he
tried to tell people too. He's like, "Hey, I'm really Sean Archer." And they're like, "Nice try, Castor."
They didn't believe it?
No.
Oh, weird.
I know. He told them about the surgery and everything.
And they didn't.
Nope.
Huh. I would have thought they would have believed it. He's an FBI agent.
So yeah, he got to Sean. Castor got his brother to admit where the bomb was.
Okay.
And then Archer was able to save the day.
Okay. And then he got his brother out.
Yeah.
Okay. So now Castor Troy is Sean Archer.
He got called from the president for saving the day.
And he's continuing his work as the FBI agent.
Yeah.
And his brother is a witness. And
yep. They just dropped all charges.
Dropped all the charges.
Sure.
Okay. Well, this is working out really well for the Troy family. Okay.
This is But this is where but Eve eventually starts to get a little suspicious of Sean.
Who is this?
Eve, the wife. Sorry, Sean Archer's wife.
Sean Archer's wife.
Yeah, she's
okay.
like, I thought you were gonna retire, and then he was like, yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Stick it.
But like I said, as a con man, Castor was able to convince her.
Okay.
Just calm your tits.
Yeah.
That's his words.
That's
probably.
his words. Okay.
Probably. But now, like back in prison, Carter, he got the idea that Castor. Why do I always say? I can't read my writing. Sean, as Castor, he found out the only time to take the boots off is when you're in medical. Okay. So he's going to get in a fight to be sent to medical to get shocked. Because that's another thing they do in the prison. They just shock you. They like microwave your brain if you're too bad. Okay. Yeah, they're just like that's what they like to do for fun, So like, as they're getting ready to the shock Castor, they take his boots off of him, and he like makes him wait. Asks for a cigarette, and he's like doing that stalling technique. Till finally, a prisoner who just got his brain microwaved for like the third time was able to hop up and help Sean as Castor fight off the guards.
So this shocking hasn't really done anything.
No, it was his third time.
Okay.
He was actually pretty okay.
Sounds like it kind of gave him superpowers.
and the two of them just fought off all the guards.
Good.
And then they opened up the prison, the rest of the prisoners. There was a full-on riot.
Good.
Some of those guards probably died, and they were bad guys.
Sounds like they deserved it.
Yeah. They didn't help them.
Yeah. So.
And in Sean Archer's world, you either help them or you're gonna get killed.
Right.
So
well, that's how I go too.
The prisoner that helped him actually got killed. He did get killed.
So even if you do help Sean Archer, you're still gonna get killed.
It could be both. It could be both.
So if you know Sean Archer, you're gonna get killed. His son.
Either help him or get killed, or help him and get killed.
Okay. Or be his son and get killed.
Yeah, be your son and get killed.
Be his doctors.
But Castor is able to make it out of the prison, but guess what? It's like an oil rig in the middle of the ocean.
Son of a bitch.
So
this just keeps getting
worse. Or
worse.
it's out in the ocean, off L.A. And then a helicopter shows up, and they start shooting at him. Because they don't want prisoners to escape this place.
Well, I would assume not.
So he has to run and jump off the top into the water, and then the helicopter's just like, well, he's dead.
Well, all right.
Immediately flies off. They don't even wait to see if he surfaces. They're like, look, we're air. It's a helicopter.
Water out of our jurisdiction.
Yeah, hella. Like, up in the air.
Yeah,
not
a boat's going to have to handle this.
Octocopter. Aquacopter. But it's
a good band name, Aquacopter.
But so while this is going on, it's Sean Archer's dead son's birthday.
Oh.
So his wife and Sean Archer, who is actually Castor Troy at this point, goes to the dead son's gravestone.
Okay.
He killed him. So that's some shit's getting weird.
In a way, he's paying his respects.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe he gets to see what he did.
I bet it doesn't affect him at all.
So Sean gets back to work, Castor Troy, and they're like, hey, Castor tried to escape prison, but he's dead.
Yeah.
Like, don't worry about him. He
dead. He jumped into the water.
And, like, Sean Archer, who is Castor Troy, was like, he's not dead. He's coming here. And they're like, no, he's dead. He jumped in the water. Like,
yeah, he's in the water.
Yeah, he's in the water.
You can't survive the water.
Yeah. It's L.A. and it's warming up. He's in the water.
There was a helicopter that saw him jump in the water.
But Sean knew. Castor Troy as Sean Archer.
Oh, he knows.
Knew. Because he done killed his son. He knows what revenge can do. Okay, so let me see here.
So, Sean Archer as Castor Troy is in the ocean.
Yeah, well, he's out now.
Well, he swam out of the ocean.
Yep, and then he went home. He went home.
Okay.
And he surprise his wife and be like, hey,
it's gonna be surprising.
I know I look like Castor Troy, but really I'm Sean Archer. Let me touch your face.
And she believes it.
She doesn't not believe it.
Okay.
As it sounds, it might be a little confusing, And then let's see. But then Sean calls Castor. Sean, as Castor, calls Castor as Sean to let him know, like, hey, I'm back. And your days are numbered.
Really giving himself,
Yeah.
kind of giving his whole position away.
Because, so he's not too sure, but then, and he's like trying to escape, and Sean just avoids police by just turning his head to the side. That's his big move to avoid police.
Well, that is one of the best ways.
The police drive by, he just turns his head to he's like, oh.
If any criminals out there are listening, that's how you avoid the police.
Just don't make eye contact.
Just don't look at them.
Yeah.
They can't see you if you're not looking at them.
Yeah, if you don't see them, they don't
Everybody
see you.
knows that.
Duh! So Castor, as Sean Archer, goes in to see Castor's old, his old associates, known associates.
Oh, and real quick, if you're ever arrested, one of your first legal defenses is to make sure you say, I never looked at them.
Yeah.
So then your lawyer can have the whole thing thrown out because there's no way that they knew it was you because you never looked at them.
Yep. I didn't even
so
see
keep that in mind.
I didn't even see him.
Go ahead.
I'm going to write down.
I just want to give out some legal advice.
All right, see, he goes and gets his associates. He's like, hey, we got to go kill this FBI agent. They're like,
yeah.
Like, you swam from an oil rig. Let's go.
We'll kill anybody.
But first he does some drugs, to prove that he's him.
Well, that's how you prove it.
Yeah. He does some drugs, and he laughs and stuff, and...
Well, that's Castor, doing drugs and laughing.
And then, he gets Castor Troy was known for his guns. He had gold-plated guns, and they had the guns.
Nice.
Which I don't know if it's the same set of guns.
Because you would think the FBI would... Well, from what we can tell by this FBI field, they're not good at their job.
No. So they just left the guns at the scene.
They probably
the gang
did.
Went and got them.
They probably gave them back.
Yeah.
Probably mailed them back.
Either that or he had more guns made. So he got his guns.
Good.
He got his fancy gun. Well, Sean Archer got Castor's gun.
Good. Okay.
As Castor.
Yeah.
To go after Castor as Sean.
Yeah.
You got it.
I'm here. I'm with you.
So they go off after Sean, and he wants to take. They're like, here's what I want to do is I want to take Sean's face off.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's high on drugs, so he keeps just saying, I'm going to take his face off.
Yeah, brother.
Face off.
Whatever you want to do, man.
So he got a little high. Drugs are bad. Don't do drugs.
Especially when you're in a different person's...
Well, you're in your body. You have their face on you, and your body was changed.
Well, and your bodies, but you're technically in their body.
So then Castor Troy as Sean Archer rescues his daughter, in quotation marks, from her handsy boyfriend.
Okay.
And was like, he's like, here's a butterfly knife. He's like, if you ever need it, just stab and twist. And she's like, thanks, Dad, who would never tell me this 3 days ago. Doesn't question it.
You're kind of cool now, Dad.
So Carter's ex shows up. Now we're back. Let's jump back to what Castor Troy was doing. Sean Archer is
Castor Troy. Okay.
Yes, it's very confusing. The ex shows up at the party, and Pollux sees all of the. But Pollux is watching too. He's off. He knows that Sean's coming, so he's been watching for him, and he's watching the house from afar. So he calls his brother and is like, "Hey, I found."
Oh yeah, because Pollux knows.
Yeah, Pollux. Yeah, Pollux knows.
I forgot. Okay,
because he got him out.
Would they?
Castor's ex doesn't want anything to do with him though.
So, Sean. Okay. Castor as Sean.
Yeah.
And or Pollux didn't think maybe we should tell the rest of our gang.
Yeah, to watch out for.
If Sean Archer as Castor shows up, put a bullet in his head.
Who'd believe it?
Okay.
But while Castor's there as Sean Archer, he does get to meet the ex, and then he meets Castor's son.
Oh, Castor has a son.
Yes. And Sean, he's not in a good place about it. As Castor, he accidentally calls the kid, his kid's name's Adam, but he calls him Michael, the dead son name.
Oh.
And I think it really fucks him up.
Yeah.
Because they're like, what are you... And again, the ex doesn't know. She's like, Castor, what are you doing? Michael's not his name, it's Adam.
Michael, Adam.
Son, and he's your son. So that's how he finds out. Well, the FBI didn't give a shit about whose son's there or anything. And the FBI finds out that they're there. So they come and just start shooting.
Well, likely do.
Yeah, because they think it's Castor Troy escaped from prison.
Yeah.
So more bad guys die. More FBI guys die. There's just another giant gunfight. Just bang, 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 boom, boom, boom. And Castor Troy, Sean, is loving it because he's there.
Yeah.
He's having a good time. And but through it all, Adam is able to escape with the X and Castor Troy.
Good.
Sean as Castor escapes. Then Sean catches up. Boop, 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 bop, boop. Yeah, they even shoot each other, but of course they miss. A lot of people miss shootings in this story. You know, there's a lot of bad gunfights.
Not easy to hit people with a gun.
No, unless.
It's not like in the movies where just everybody has perfect aim.
But through all this, Castor finally does kill Pollux, the brother. He dies right in front of Sean, and so Sean then is kind of sad. Of course, it's Castor is Sean over his brother, and like an FBI agent comes in, and he just shoots the FBI agent. Which is going to be fine, because they don't trace bullets.
They don't
back
look
to
at that
guns
kind of
or
thing.
anything.
Yeah, they don't.
They're like, oh, bad guy did that.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah, they don't ever.
That he took his anger out on the first FBI agent. He saw him just shot him.
They don't ever look into things like that,
No,
so that's
you
fine.
don't trace bullets.
There's never big internal investigations after shootings.
And then Sean's boss comes, and he's pissed at Sean, because Sean's been acting a little bit different, you know? And this is right in the middle of the workday, and Sean just, like, gets him in his office, closes the curtains, and basically causes him to have a heart attack. And kills his
Causes
boss.
him to have a heart attack?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he had a bad ticker anyway.
Oh. So
So
how did he do that?
Just scaring him.
Just scared him?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
You know, hit him on the chest a little bit just to help that heart get.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not going to check for that.
They
either.
won't look to make
No.
sure that it was. Yeah.
Because he was like, hey, this guy had a heart attack in here.
Okay. End of story then.
Yeah, he's an FBI
We believe you.
agent. He believes them.
Okay. We're not going to look into the FBI director's death.
So then, again, Castor goes back home, which is Sean's home, but he's Castor. And this is where... And he convinces Eve this time that he is, you know... I think he does start to believe. She even takes a blood sample from a sleeping Sean Archer who's really Castor.
Okay.
Because they don't have the same blood. That's one thing that they weren't able... Even though it didn't matter that they didn't have the same blood type. So it was actually convenient because that's the way he can prove it, who's who.
Okay.
And luckily his wife's a doctor.
Oh.
So she works at a hospital.
And she just... Okay.
So she's able to go there and just do blood
Just run some tests. Okay. All right. Good.
So yeah, Eve sneaks a little blood, you know, Castor's sleeping, and just totally just, you know, how many times do you think you've had blood taken from you while you were sleeping?
Countless times.
Yeah.
And I don't even care anymore at this point.
I don't have any blood.
Just take it. Take all of it.
So Castor does the creepy...
As long as I can sleep. I don't
Sean as Castor does the creepy hand thing to Eve as like a thank you.
care. Okay.
Where he just drags his sweaty hand
I don't
down
like
her
it.
face.
I don't
It's
like
so
it at all.
bad. And,
Like you said, a lot of germs.
And Sean's starting to, or Castor, he's realizing that Eve knows.
Okay.
It's all falling apart. You know, and he's, and Castor Troy, Sean, is starting to realize it.
And he doesn't handle things well.
No, he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
You know, he's not a good guy.
He knows one way to fix messes, and that's to kill a lot of people.
And he wants to kill, he wants to just, you know, he wants to ride off as Sean Archer. So let's see. So then they had the funeral for the boss.
Okay.
And Sean Archer is there. Castor Troy is Sean Archer.
Yeah.
But then Sean Archer went as Castor Troy.
Okay.
And then
Pay his respects.
And then so after the funeral, there's just more guns.
Good. Okay.
Just more people shooting and dying and getting hit, except for Castor and Sean. They never.
Well,
get
this story's
shot.
about them.
Yeah.
So
luckily for them, and then like the ex dies, the mother.
Okay.
She ends up getting shot and killed, and but she makes Castor promise to take care of Adam, but she doesn't know Castor's really Sean.
Okay.
But Sean still makes the promise. He's a good guy.
He's a good guy.
He's a good guy. And then they're fighting again, and Castor and Sean meet up, you know, in each other's faces, and they're shooting each other, and then the daughter gets involved.
face off?
Yeah, they face off.
Okay.
And then Sean Archer, really who's Castor Troy, gets his daughter and tries to use her as a hostage.
Son of a bitch.
But she takes that butterfly knife and stabs him in the leg and twists it.
Irony.
Just irony, just like he taught her.
This story has everything.
So, but even though that happened, and I'm sorry, Castor did get shot, Sean Archer, but he was shot by his daughter because she's so
that doesn't
confused.
count then.
Yeah, it was like in the shoulder too.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, it's merely a flesh wound.
You can pretty much just shrug that off.
So they both get away and they get into
you won't be able to shrug your shoulders ever again. But
chase.
A boat
in
chase.
LA, yes.
Okay.
They ram a police boat. They killed dozens more police.
Good. Okay. We're just killing.
Everyone around them dies.
I feel like in this time period, hundreds of people have died.
So many people.
Okay.
But he's got to get his man.
You have to.
Sean Archer is Castor Troy.
One man is worth at least 300 lives.
Have you ever seen a boat explode?
Not in person.
Hull of a fire.
Hull of a fire.
You get it?
I get it.
Boat hull?
I gotcha.
So at one point, Castor Troy, who was really Sean Archer, had to jump from his boat over to Sean Archer's boat, who was really Castor Troy, so they could keep fighting.
You got to keep fighting.
And then the boat hit the shore, and they both just flew off the boat and landed on the sand. But luckily it was sand, so they were okay.
They're fine.
Yeah.
Sand doesn't hurt.
I mean, the one guy was stabbed, the other guy was shot, but other than that, you couldn't.
Everyone knows sand is very soft when you hit it.
But they get up, and they're just going to keep fighting. These guys don't like to talk about it. They're just going to fight. So Carter finally manages to shoot Sean, or Castor.
This sounds
Sean,
like when Peter
shot
Griffin...
Sean as Castor.
This sounds like when Peter Griffin fights the chicken.
It is a little bit like that. It's just a non-stop brawl.
Fight.
Yeah. So he shoots him with the harpoon gun, but Castor Troy Sean was able to grab the gun at first to stop the harpoon from shooting out.
It's quick reflexes.
And he's like, yeah, I'm about to die, but every time you look at me, you'll have to see me. Or every time you look at yourself, you'll see me. And he takes a piece of glass and just cuts up his face.
Oh, starts carving it.
So that way, when Sean gets his face back, it's going to be all scarred up.
Yeah, it's going to be worthless.
But he was like, whatever, kicked him in the dick.
Whatever.
Then let the harpoon spear kill him.
Okay.
And then they got to him, and he's still Sean Archer as Castor Troy. But they're like, hey, don't worry, your wife called us.
Oh.
Your wife called us, Agent Archer, so we're here to help you. And he's like, what?
Oh, okay.
She explained.
I wondered how he would.
She's a doctor.
This. They have to believe her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a doctor, and so she shows up, and she's like, we got the top surgical team from DC to come in and put your face back on.
So there's another surgical team that can do this.
Apparently, it's science. I don't know. So there's another team that's going to switch it back.
Okay, good.
So
go ahead.
So they did it. They were able to, and he was like, can you just leave the weight off that you took? They're like, no, we're going to put that back on you fat pig. Yeah. You fat pig. You did this to yourself. You get rid of it yourself. So they put his face, they took Castor's face off of Sean.
Okay.
They probably wadded it up and threw it in the trash can or something,
Sounds like
Kobe! Shot it like a basketball.
Yeah.
And then they put Sean's face back on him. And I know what you're thinking, but what about all the scars? They're able to fix those.
They just fixed them right up.
Yeah.
So
it didn't matter.
The whole cutting thing is kind of just pointless.
Yep, kind of pointless. So then it's just, he got to go home after a couple of days, because that's all it takes to recover from something like that. But here he surprised his family because he went home and he had Adam with him.
Oh, so Castor's son.
Yeah, so they're going to adopt Adam, and now they don't even have to be sad about Michael anymore. I think they're probably going to change Adam's name to Michael.
Who?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, we got a new Michael now.
But, so that's the end.
Wow.
Sean got his face back. Castor's dead. Pollux is dead. Lots of people are dead.
Lots of people died.
Lots of people are dead.
But it sounds like this was a happy ending for the Archer.
Other than all the people
Archer
that died
family.
and their families.
Yeah.
This one family got to be happy.
And they got a new kid.
They got a new kid.
Good.
And they don't have to be sad about the dead kid anymore.
All right. I bet they moved on pretty fast.
Pretty fast. They're like, let's go, Michael. And he's like, it's Adam.
Whatever.
You're like, no.
You're Michael.
Sister went up and did the hand thing to his face.
Oh, well, that seals the deal. Then.
Yeah, you're sealed.
That's how adoption
I would do that,
work.
but I would lick my fingers real good first.
Me too. I would eat some Cheetos first. I'd be like, oh, get my hand in that
Cheeto dust all over.
There you go.
That'd be the way. So that was a real crime.
Wow. That sounds
like a movie.
I
know.
Now, they did make a documentary about this movie.
They did.
In 1997, they called it Face Off.
Okay.
Documentary. Yeah, John Woo directed the documentary.
John Dove Lou.
John loves his doves woo.
John loves his doves woo.
Yeah, loves them so much that they're everywhere.
Slow motion
doves.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, this was the movie Face Off.
Yep.
Starring John Travolta and Nicolas Cage.
Classic
1997.
Classic Travolta.
This was during Nicolas Cage's, Renaissance period.
Yeah.
Con Air, Face Off,
The Rock.
The Rock. I mean, dude was putting out hit after hit after hit.
Yep. Not saving any of that money.
One more
Buy a
ridiculous than the
Superman
other.
suit. Shit, just been wasting it all.
This was one. Like, I loved this movie
Yeah.
when I was a kid.
Watching it back now. It's
Watching
so
it back now,
ridiculous.
what an insane idea for a movie. What an absolutely mind-blowingly insane movie. Oh, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Oh, yeah. With Angelina Jolie.
So, so many things about this that when you watch the movie, the boat chase scene, the stunt double, they don't even try to hide the fact that these are stunt
The
doubles.
stunt double's hair is longer. They're like skinnier guys. It's just... What's the Rotten Tomatoes score of Face Off? I'm gonna guess 73. Because it's a movie you watch, and you don't. It's just like mindless entertainment. It really is.
Well, I bet the audience score is high for it.
Yeah, audience score 73. The critic score 54.
You're never going to believe this.
Okay.
So, critic score, the tomato meter, for Face Off, 92%.
Wow!
Audience score, 82%.
The critics gave it. They're like, this really makes sense.
This is a great movie.
They talked to the brother for 5 minutes and couldn't get any answers off of
They did the hand thing.
The hand on the face. The magnetic boots in prison.
On IMDb, it has a rating of 7.3 out of 10.
All right. I'd give it 3.5 out of 5.
Out of 5? I'd go.
It's enjoyable.
I'd go 4 hot dogs.
I
This is
enjoyed
very
watching it.
enjoyable.
I enjoy talking about it. It's ridiculous. Just so much death. Like, it's okay, though, because we got Castor Troy at the end. I was like, is there a kill count for that? Can you Google kill count Face Off? Good Lord, it's got to be, like, in the friggin' 40s or 50s. But I think this might...
56.
56, yep. So I think of all the movies you just mentioned with Nicolas Cage, this might be my favorite of his, all those.
Con Air probably still
Oh, yeah, Con Air.
holds pretty strong for me.
1A, 1B.
I remember, like, the line from this about, like, I love to eat your peach.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage is so creepy in this
And
movie.
then even when Castor Troy is Sean Archer, like, there's all those weird scenes between, like, him and Sean Archer's daughter.
Yeah.
Where
Pedophile.
he's, like, just kind of
It was the 90s.
creepily looking at her.
Licked her face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun movie, though. It is
Go watch
ridiculously
it.
fun.
We just spoiled it, but if you haven't seen Face Off and you just listen to all this, I mean, just still watch
Then
it.
you go back and watch it.
Yeah.
It's worth a rewatch. Go back and watch all of Nicolas Cage's movies
Right now.
from the late
Yeah.
90s.
Bring us Nicolas Cage.
I think I'm gonna have to go back. We watched the end of it before
Yeah.
we started.
Yeah.
I think I might have to go back and do a full rewatch of this
I think
one.
you should.
Yeah. So
Next time we see each other, we'll do the hand on the face thing.
that has to be our new greeting.
I'll be ready.
I'll have Cheetos ready. I always have a bag of Cheetos on me
I'm
now.
going to put, like, hide razor blades in my beard.
Nice.
You're just going to slice your
That's
fingers
fine.
all up.
That'll teach me.
Yep. No, it won't.
They're gonna
It
be
won't
your
teach you
beard.
at all. You're going to keep doing it.
I'm gonna keep right on doing it.
Yep.
All right. Well, that was fun. Definitely give that one a rewatch. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you had a good trip.
Yeah.
Made it there on the flight and back.
I'll probably never leave Parkersburg again.
No reason to now.
It's just...
Yeah.
Traveling's a lot. It was fun. I had a great time, but...
Did you, because I've never been on a plane, so was like I always hear about what do they call, like not the hangover, but the,
Oh, yeah, the, shit.
jet lag?
Jet lag, yeah. I think I felt a little bit of that when coming back.
Really?
More so than going there,
Yeah.
Because we got back into Columbus at like 11 o'clock at night, so then we had to drive the 2 hours back, and that was pretty long, but it was a great time.
All right, well.
All right, enough of that. Fuck you made your
shit.
vacation.
I'm glad you had a good time, buddy. Again, happy late birthday. Happy
Thank you.
late anniversary.
Thank you.
We'll be back hopefully next week.
Probably, maybe.
We'll see what's going on. But thank you for listening. Like and share and do all that stuff. And, keep the dream alive that one day we'll be able to swap faces.
Yeah.
So any day now.
I'm working on it.
We'll figure. And next week it could be you in this chair as me.
I still don't want to
me
do that
as
stuff,
you.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm still confused how this works. All right.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out though.
All right.
We got the top doctors.
Yeah, from Washington.
All right. Bye.
See ya.